The English as foreign language curriculum for Ecuador outlines a structured and inclusive approach to English language instruction aimed to students from diverse linguistic and cultural backgrounds, designating the students' basic unified secondary education and the skills for effective global creativity and social competence. The key factors of the curriculum are: first one, core principles, communicative approach, focusing the interaction and practical use rather than memorization of grammar, content language integrated learning, integrates language learning with cultural continuity issue, taxonomy, the learner, characteristics, consider individual strengths, challenges and motivations, the cognitive traits, and communications of cultural awareness, promotes international understanding, values empathy and tolerance. Oral communication combines listening and speaking for authentic interaction, emphasizing fluent and contextual using. The reading focuses in comprehension, real thinking, and literary environment to foster autonomy readers. The writing encourages text production and initial interaction, the expressions and the thinking. Language stroke and the arts use creative art, music to enrich learning experiences. Critical thinking and digital literacy emphasizes flow, taxonomy, develop skills from basic recall to advanced evaluation, and incorporates ETC tools and advanced learning to connectivity. Outcomes and proficiency goals by the BGU students show or achieve B1 proficiency of CEFR and the handle every day. English communication and the language learning adaptation to diverse cultural contexts. 5 is the pedagogical fundamentals in the theories of students processing linguistic knowledge and skills, teachers that as facilitators focusing on meaningful engagement and collaborating learning. The objectives is the curriculum aims to prepare the students to global citizens, participate in democratic, cultural, language-based societies, support and personal academic growth, promote self-respect and respect for others. The curriculum design aligns with 21st century and goals, develop competence, work while respecting to individual interspersonal balances, identity goal engagement, fostering, maintaining independent. The additional features of the EFL continuations in the multi-linguistic and diversity recognize the Ecuador culture, learns with language, including indigenous language, encourage the appreciation of diversity of other cultures with strengthening learners of cultural competence. The holistic development focus on interactive for market experience, language learning, speaking, reading and writing, and critical and creativity, and to develop learners personal social interaction, language learning by them in the local interaction communities. The role of ECT and authentic materials such as multimedia, content that the internet face played a central role in exposing students in a real-world English. They encourage the use of authentic materials have multimedia to make learning practical and engaging. 9. The evaluation assessment, the current emphasizes the formative assessment, focusing on the feedback to improve learning outcomes rather than solely summative evaluations in diverse assessment methods that portfolios, peer reviews, self-assessment to comprehensive view and learning process. Number 10, the reading education strategies and ensures continuity between basic education by recycling previous learning content in new students and to bridge the gap between learners and variety proficiency levels for the foundational knowledge in introducing advanced content. The specific goals in the question level as the HEV or establish foundational or English proficiency through interactive and playful methods such as songs, games, stories, develop early literacy, and other communication such as supportive low pressure environment. The VGU build upon informational skills to achieve fluency, critical thinking, and creative expression, prepare students for the practical application of English academic professions and settings. Advanced profession of B1 to CFR, effective to written and semi-formal context. Integration of CEL and the 4CS frameworks, content the communication and culture. The curriculum uses CEL, integrate language learning and from disciplines. Course support the development of higher orders such as analysis, creation, to solving tasks, and more applications encourage learners to use as medium to explore experience, fostering intellectual curiosity, global and awareness.
Final outcomes. By the end of their educational journey, Ecuadorian students are expected to communicate effectively in English in diverse social and academic contexts, exhibit cultural sensitivity and adaptability in intercultural interactions, demonstrate critical thinking, problem solving, and collaborative skills applicable across various domains by independent learners with a lifelong interest in language, capable of navigating a globalized world. Impact on society. The EFL curriculum aligns with Ecuador's broader educational goals of justice, innovations, and solidarity by equipping learners with English proficiency and critical competences. It aims to enhance national and individual opportunities for global engagement, promote social inclusion and equity by making English accessible to learners regardless of their linguistic or cultural backgrounds, foster a generation of scientists who value diversity and contribute to the building of a more interconnected and harmonious world. The comprehensive curriculum prepares learners to thrive academically, socially, and professionally, reinforcing Ecuador commitment the inclusive and forward-thinking education. The broader educational framework and its alignment with the EFL curriculum, Ecuadorian high school graduate profile, justice encourages action based on ethics, respect, and responsibility, fostering equity and inclusivity. Innovation promotes intellectual curiosity, creative and problem solving, preparing students for dynamic global challenges. Solidarity develops social responsibility and empathy, emphasizing collaborations across cultural and linguistic boundaries. To educational goals and objectives, social cultural awareness, students learn to approach diverse cultures and language with maturity and openness, fostering global citizenship, critical thinking and problem solving, through Bloom's taxonomy and integrated learners strategies, students enhance their analytical and creative abilities. In language and linguistic proficiency, achieving B1 level ensures learners can engage in everyday interactions, navigate academic environments, and access global resources. Lifelong learning emphasizes the importance of autonomy and continuous education, enabling learners to adapt and grow in various contexts. Traits of curriculum in detail, communication and cultural awareness focuses on understanding cultural identity and social values through English, promoting respect for diversity and self-expression. Activities such as role playing, collaborative tasks, and intellectual projects are designed to build empathy and global awareness. Oral communication, listen and speaking. Listen introduces strategies for conversation. Reading establishes literacy environment with access to diverse texts, fostering comprehension, critical thinking, and love for reading. In greeting, incorporates processing greeting techniques where students the brainstorm, draft, and refine. Okay. In the challenge address breathing profess the gaps, recycles content across educational levels to accommodate variable abilities while introducing age appropriate and context. Okay. In conclusion, the EFL curriculum is cornerstone of Ecuador visions for its educational system to equipping learners with linguistic skills, and the curriculum not only meets the needs of individual learners but also it contributes to Ecuador development as a nation engagement in the global community.